And happy Friday morning to everybody here. This is my second episode of the past, present, and future of New Jersey weather. I am your student meteorologist, Renato Rodriguez, and we had an interesting week this week. What's happened? I mean, you guys seen my last video. I was saying cold and dry for the most part of the week. I looked at the January 26th and 29th storm, and I mean, we did get an inch on the 26th, which is pretty impressive. We got an inch and almost another inch on the 29th, so we got two more additional inches to give us close to 30 inches. No, we're at 30 inches. Excuse me. We're at 30 inches for the year, right? Which is with our normal snowfall 28 inches, already above normal. We're still the month of February to come. So with the rest of the week cold and dry, we move on to what has occurred. What really transpired? Look at Monday. There is our, excuse me, sorry. This is our frontal boundary coming on Monday with the cold front out to the west, and temperatures that day. Look at that. During the day we had temperatures in the 30s or 40s, and then by the time we get to night, you can see mostly 20s and 30s. But look back at the Midwest. Look at that PV trough, or the polar vortex, part of the polar vortex at least, comes in and just look at that. Look at all that cold air up in the Midwest. Look, there's the polar vortex right up here, center, right here, as the cold front moves off the coast. By Tuesday, we had a low pressure developing, which brought our Wednesday storm developing all of North Carolina. And there's some more high pressure out to the west, 1038 heights, which is pretty cold. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Midwest again being cold. So let's see. There we go. look at the maximum in the Midwest. Maximum of like 10, and the minimum of like 0. But look at all minimums too. Look at that. Look at all that cold air. And then by Wednesday, there goes our storm off the coast, giving us about a tenth of an inch QPF. But with all that moisture of 0.10, even with the rain of only 0.10, the ratios were so high because of the cold air that even though we only got an inch, parts of southern New Jersey got 6 to 8 inches, which is pretty impressive for a weak storm like that. But I mean, we only got an inch up here. I mean, I should have said there was possibility of southern Jersey get more, which I did. But we move on to yesterday. High pressure station over us. Troy were a little bit warmer yesterday as a result. I mean, our minimum temperatures yesterday were in the teens, but by the time we got a maximum of 30. So, I mean, the high pressure gave us some nice cool air coming down, but it's starting to get warmer today as a result of the high pressure going down into the south, which I'll show you right here. Here we go. There's our low pressure down to the south. Where's my mouse? There we go. Low pressure down to the south. High pressure down to the south today. Low pressure station offshore. Cold front coming in by tomorrow. I would say Saturday into Sunday. Could bring potential snow for Monday, but I'm never gonna get into that because I don't think it's gonna happen. But let's check out your rest of the week. I mean, we saw today was gonna be a little bit warmer, but we were still in the high pressure, dry conditions. You can see, look at the 6Z GFS right. I figured to show this, make it more simple for you guys, not go into all the details, because I want to make this simple if I can. But do 90 hours. I don't know if you guys see it, but do 90 hours and move this down. Do 90 hours into 102 hours. You can see there's pretty much no precept to worry about. I mean, today we're gonna have temperatures in the upper 30s. Warmer continues with temperatures in the low 40s tomorrow. Mid to upper 40s for your Super Bowl day before the cold front comes in Sunday night and drops us down in temperatures. You go into the 30s for your Monday and your Tuesday. But here's Wednesday. Wednesday is my main concern for our next storm potential, and it looks like it's gonna go west of us, unfortunately. Which is why we have, even though we might start off frozen, we get some freezing rain, ice to start It looks like based on the temperatures right now. I mean, 850s are not supported. That's middle of the month, so there could be a freezing rain to start, probably, according to this GFS one. And then we go to plain rain. We got about almost an inch and a half of liquid with the storm system, and it could very well be a mostly rain event. I mean, I'll give you more updates throughout the weekend if anything. But right now, we'll say some frozen to start, some frozen precipitation start, mostly into rain, and the time frame of that would be around Wednesday morning into Wednesday evening. So about 18-hour event per se. And then look at look at this ninth storm right there. Ninth storm. That's our next storm to track, but that's too far out for me to talk about. But once we get into Thursday, Friday, cold air returns again in the northeast. Yes, more cold air returns. Thursday and Friday will have highs in the low to mid 20s. So that's how much you know the GFS showed. Look at upstate; they get hammered. We get very much nothing. We get maybe some sleet, freezing rain, but we really don't get nothing. So with that, I am your student meteorologist, Renato Rodriguez. Remember, it's going to start to get a little bit warmer as we get to the Super Bowl. Once we get past the Super Bowl, start trend a little bit colder. But really not too much. And then the Wednesday storm will kick in, warm us up big time. And then Thursday, Friday will trend back to cold again. So we're going to see if you want. It's going to be mainly dry for this past week until only Wednesday is going to be our main concern right now. So that is it. I am your student meteorologist, Renato Rodriguez, and have a wonderful week, everybody.